Hello, I'm Dr. Trevor Price and thanks for tuning in. In this film, I'm going to be showing you some tips on how to produce professional looking writing, whether it's for your university essay or university report. Whatever you're doing in terms of writing for university, then to make your work look as good as it possibly can will only give you advantage, and that will help boost your marks, make the lecturers or the tutors who are reading your work happy and engaged with your writing, and so that will give them a good feeling and make them happier to give you higher marks as a result. Obviously, the look of the work isn't the only thing that university lecturers and tutors look at, but it is a thing that factors in a professional piece of work that they are happy to mark highly for. So let's go to Microsoft Word, and I have a document here. It's a paper I wrote for the Journal of Research in Innovation Teaching, and this is about real-time polling to help university learners learn better. But don't worry about the content, look at the structure. You might know already in Microsoft Word you have these styles up at the top here. So if I pull down this menu here, there are different types of headings or titles, emphasis, captions, all sorts of things here. But I think for a student writing a report or an essay at university, the main thing is to look at the design tab over here first and make sure that you're happy with the type of theme that you're writing in. Now, I've just chosen the Office theme here, but what I have done is gone over here in terms of the document formatting and chosen this formatting here, which is entitled Shaded. Now, it doesn't matter. I can easily choose a different type of document formatting, and you'll see it changes, Word changes the document formatting automatically for me in a very quick and easy way. Let's go back to this one. So you'll see there are some styles here, but firstly let's check out the colors. So you might prefer a particular suite of colors here that are already pre-populated in this word processor. So let's choose the red violet and see what happens. It turns it to a nice purple color. Now, that's not too comfortable for my eyes to work on, so I prefer this darker, either yellow, orange or orange. I'm going to choose the orange one here, just so it is emphasized on the screen. So you might wonder, how is that actually knowing what I want it to do? Well, as I write my document, you can see this first sentence here is my title. So what I've done is gone to the home menu selection at the top here, come over to the styles and have chosen the title. So this puts it in the style that is previewed here of a title. The next is my name, so I've just put that in as normal text, but then I'm starting to think of my headings and my subheadings and how I'm going to structure my writing here. So this is an article for submission to a journal, so I just like to keep using no more than 3 levels of headings: the main heading, a subheading and a sub-subheading. In Microsoft Word they call it heading 1, heading 2 and heading 3, as indicated at the top here. So you'll see I typed my word here that I want to be the heading. In this case it's keywords, and I've chosen heading 1. So if I go back to normal text, when I typed it, it looked like that. I just selected that, type heading 1, and it puts it in the style of a heading number 1. Then I've got some normal text here as well, and following on that, another heading number 1. But you can see after heading number 1, the abstract, I've switched now to a subheading, heading number 2, which is called the purpose. And then I've got another heading, subheading here, heading 2, another one here, another one here, another one here, and another one here. And as I go through my document, as I scroll down it, you can see where I've chosen the main headings, heading number 1 and heading number 2. I try very hard not to use a third heading, but I can have it if I really need it. The problem is, I feel, if you use too many subheadings, it breaks up the flow of the report or the essay that you're writing. Normally, reports will have subheadings used throughout it, and essays generally wouldn't have so many levels of headings and subheadings. And as you can see, as I go down through this document, I've only actually used a main heading and one subheading. But, you know, it's up to you. It's your personal taste, it's your personal style, but also check out the requirements of the university and what they want you to do in terms of headings and subheadings. Now, I think that looks great because the headings and the subheadings are stylized in different ways. It guides the reader as to what the section headings are, what the sections might contain as a result, and it's very clear what those headings and subheadings are, how they're structured, and it helps the reader navigate through the work. So if I wanted to, I don't know, just go straight to the abstract, whoa, I can look at the main headings and there it is. I can read through the abstract. But for you, if you're writing a report, especially if it's a long report, perhaps it's a piece of research that you've been doing, perhaps it's 10,000-15,000 words or something like that. To help the reader even more, you can, if you've set up your headings in the way I've shown you, using these built-in styles, you can use a neat a neat tool that Microsoft has in the word processor to quickly build your table of contents and make it super easy for your readers to navigate through your work. So if you go in Microsoft Word, you've got your document open, you go to the references, you list the table of contents, or you click it there, you come up with a list of 3 sort of pre-programmed styles for your table of contents. So one is just called contents, one is called table of contents, and the other one is a manual one. I'm going to choose this automatic table number 2, which is the table of contents, and watch. Okay, it's scrolled to the bottom because above where I've put my cursor, it's automatically gone through the document, identified the different headings and subheadings that you've used and allocated the styles to, and it's picked them out and populated this table of contents for me. Now, this saves an awful amount of time if you have to go through that and do it manually, because the smart thing is, if I just get rid of that section there, I think actually I don't want that. I don't want my keyword section there, so I get rid of that one. You'll see it's still in the table of contents until I update the table. And once I've updated the table, it automatically changes that table of contents to reflect the headings and the subheadings that I have in the whole document and link those with the page numbers. And electronically, your readers can come along and look at your table of contents and say, oh, I just want to go to this one. I want to quickly navigate to page 7 where the discussion starts. So if they press Control and click the mouse, it will automatically take them to that part of the document. Pretty nifty, hey? Hopefully that saves you a lot of time in structuring and setting up some really useful tips for writing a document and making it look really great, really professional, and to help the reader be happy when they're reading your work. Thanks very much. I hope you found that helpful. If you've got any comments, any suggestions for any videos or tips you'd like me to help you with, please just put them in the comments bar below. Give me a thumbs up if you've liked this film, and check out the rest of the films I have on the First Class University channel. Thanks very much. Bye.